Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to highlight some phenomenal Steam PC game deals from our good friends over at Fanatical. They've got one absolutely awesome deal on one of my favorite games of 2025, so I gotta highlight that. A great discount on it. The steepest discount I've seen thus far. They've got a big Sega publisher sale going on right now, and I'd be remiss if I don't mention one of the biggest multiplayer success stories of the year as well, in Arc Raiders at the end of this video. Small discount on that, but people are always looking to pick that up, so I'll give mention to that at the end of this video. But let's get right into it. Right off the top, I do want to mention Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, 45% off for $38.49. Wow, what a phenomenal deal on this. Metal Gear Solid 3 is widely considered to be one of the greatest PlayStation 2 games of all time. Many consider it to be the best Metal Gear Solid game of all time. You know, whether or not I agree with that, you could go back and forth with a lot of them, but MGS3 is my favorite Metal Gear game. I just think this game is awesome, and I loved it on the PS2. This remake was so great, and for a lot of the complaints that people have over remakes, remakes are changing things, etc., etc., this is one of the best remakes I've seen that pays respect to the original and really keeps it to how the original felt. Obviously some modernization and whatnot, but yeah, this game pays respect to the original in such an amazing way. Snake Eater is one of the goated theme songs in video game history as well, and yeah, the game is just phenomenal. Yes, it's fairly short. You can beat it in like 15 to 18 hours, maybe even quicker than that if you really rush through it, but this is one of those games that it's so replayable, and I'm gonna play it until, you know, I cease to exist on this earth. It's in that category of top-level games to me. MGS3 is just phenomenal, and I could totally understand why $70 would be a bit hefty of a price point for a lot of you guys. I mean, I could even see a lot of you guys being like, hey, $38 is too much, but given that this game just came out like 3 months ago, man, I feel like this is a sizable discount for a game that's only 3 months old, so definitely recommend that. I think it's a great price point, and yeah, definitely a good shout there. Happy to see Konami's doing a little bit something with Metal Gear. You know, now we're waiting on Master Collection Volume 2. Hopefully that'll come out in my lifetime. I think it will, hopefully next year, but Delta Snake Eater was outstanding, and for $38.49, I think it's great. I almost think this deal is, like, not correct, because the Digital Deluxe Edition is $59.99, and that price point's a scam. $38.49 for the base game, however, phenomenal deal. Highly recommended, and a fantastic Black Friday deal on one of the best games of the year, and it's not going to get nominated for Game of the Year or anything like that, given that it's a remake, and that's kind of just how those things go, but I still think the game's outstanding, and I think it's in the mix for, I mean, you're taking one of the greatest games of all time, and you're remaking it from the ground up. I always say that about the Resident Evil 4 remake, but what do you get? Is it too much of a stretch to say one of the greatest games of all time again? It certainly wasn't reviewed to that extent, and I think some of that certainly was the performance issues of the game, and that was definitely prevalent on PC. I faced quite a few crashes while playing this game, which is always a bummer, but overall my experience was still rather good, so I would definitely recommend it. $38.49, great price on that. Then we do have a Sega publisher sale running right now on Fanatical. Some great deals as a part of this, including Metaphor ReFantazio, as it is beating out the Steam price point. The Steam price point is $35. On Fanatical, you obviously get a Steam key with all of these games. $31.49 on this. Metaphor was my game of the year of 2024. I think this game is legitimately one of the greatest JRPGs of all time. It is outstanding. You know, from a gameplay standpoint, story standpoint, I thought the story in the game was so good, and yeah, some of the plot twists and surprises you can kind of see coming a mile away, but that's what I like out of a game. I like everything to make sense. I don't like plot twists and, you know, things that catch you off guard for the sake of catching you off guard. Oh my god, look at what's happening. Like, if you pay attention, this game rewards, like, you observing the specific elements and some of the dialogue. I just thought it was really well done. Soundtrack is incredible as well. One of the best games I've played in recent memory, and like I said, 2024 Game of the Year. Persona 4 Golden is $9. I mean, that is getting getting remade from the ground up, but the original is still a decent shout. Yakuza 0 is $9.99. Obviously, that is getting its director's cut release, but that is going to be $50, and most people I don't think are going to want to spend $50 on Yakuza 0. As good of a game as it is, I don't think it's worth $50 at this stage of the game. Persona 5 Royal is $19.19. That's a pretty good deal as well. Like a Dragon Ishin is $12.94. Pretty good deal there. Infinite Wealth would like to see a steeper discount on that. What's the base game discounted to? $19.24. That's okay. But yeah, it is like $15 physically. But it is what it is. Physical game deals during Black Friday season are always going to be a little bit better. Yakuza Like a Dragon is $10.94. Lost Judgment $16.49. Judgment is $11 as well. Yakuza Like a Dragon, the base game, is $7.29. That's a great deal. So some good stuff across the board. Check them out, the Sega Publisher Sale. Then I do want to note that Fanatical is also running a PlayStation Publisher Sale. Spider-Man Remastered on here is $21 versus the $25 that it is on, or $24 that it is on Steam. So nice little extra discount on that. Spider-Man Miles Morales, $17.74 versus the $20 it is on Steam directly. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, $31.79 on that. Great price point, and that is a couple dollars cheaper. And remember, these games all directly redeem on Steam, so that is great. Stellar Blade is 29% off for $42.59. The Complete Edition is $56.79. That is their flash deal right now. God of War Ragnarok, $42.59. Ratchet Rift Apart, $21.29 on that. Returnal is $21.29. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, $14.74 on that is great. Horizon Forbidden West, $32.39 on that. Lost Soul aside, baby, $35.69. Absolutely not worth that price point, even though I don't think it's as bad as some people make it out to be. Definitely not worth $35. Sackboy: A Big Adventure is $17.69. Days Gone, $14.19 on that. Last of Us Part 1, $26.69 on that. I mean, that game is goated, but yeah, that is still a hefty price point, but I would say it's well worth it, and it's going to hold up in price. I mean, that game came out on consoles like a decade ago, well over a decade ago at this point, and that Part 1 still goes for like $30 on PlayStation, so it is what it is. God of War, $17.74. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, $26.49 on that. So some great deals there. And then Arc Raiders is 14% off for $34.39. One of the best received games of the year. Really, if you look at the Metacritic reception, a Game of the Year contender, but didn't necessarily get nominated for that. It wasn't in the mix for actual Game of the Year from the Video Game Awards, but it's got like a 92 on Metacritic, and the game's been incredibly well received. I'm not a big multiplayer guy these days, so I'm not the guy to break these games down. I'm old and washed up, and I just play single-player games these days for the most part, but base game, $34.39. Deluxe is $52.79. Steam code on that, link in the description box below. And that is going to do it for me. Again, some phenomenal deals over from our good friends at Fanatical. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. That is one of the best Black Friday deals that I've seen. $38.49 on that is outstanding. Sega game sale, PlayStation sale, Arc Raiders, some great stuff across the board. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.